Morning. Aye, so we have Tot, Senor, Rick, welcome in. Slipknot, hey, I'm glad you made it. What's up, Pete? So I know everyone was. I was going to stream yesterday, but I didn't want to, step on any toes with Fenzel's stream, and quite honestly, I was just wanting to enjoy being in Fenzel's stream. So and I knew everyone was going to be a little bit jet lagged after that, which was awesome. But I've been I'm in a few different groups on Facebook Messenger, and I see a lot of the same questions with regards to finding min, mid, and max, and elevation adjustments and stuff. So I thought I'd focus primarily on that rather than just grinding a specific tour today. Now, I'm going to focus on primarily doing it without using wind apps and stuff. So, I know people are going to be in and out with church and all of that kind of fun stuff. So I'm just glad that some of you guys are in. If you guys want any specific tour, then I can do that. 8 is a bit of a nightmare. Still, I've been playing it. But every time I get a Grunberg slope, it instantly starts to lag and stuff. So I might stick on T7 for a while on this one, because I'm grinding a little bit here. I'm not going to do T12 top, because if I'm going to go into T12, the Bushwhackers are going to be pushing next season, so I'm going to save the grinding on that on T12 for next season. But any other tour than that, I can certainly accommodate. So 1 through 11. Yeah, I know. I would have thought T-Tot would want something more his style. What's up, Dustin? Welcome in, my man. Emily, welcome. Wayne, thank you for coming in. I know you're headed off to church, so thank you. What's up, Seth? So I'm going to focus a little bit, because I see a lot of people get frustrated, when they have, 1,800 to 2,000 trophies, and they can't seem to get over that hump. Plus, T7s will be able to see some of the holes. Now, I don't believe this. I know it says 10%, but I don't think this plays any elevation. So, as you can see, we stretch the target out. It's probably going to be better on another shot, but this bag is my baby bag, so we know when we stretch it out that this is max, right? And then we go down here, and that's min. So if you find halfway, that's going to be your midpoint, of course. No. Yeah, anyway. But I wanted to show that you can do pretty well once you get the... you do need to know roughly, but exactly the value of the clubs is going to be, kind of key here to knowing exactly where you are and what that means for your adjustment. So the Thor's Hammer 2 accuracy is 51, which, give or take, is going to give you 2 wind per ring, similar to that of the extra mile once it's at level 7, say. So what the best way to do it is to always go to where you club. And so someone was asking me about the distance between a grizzly and a Goliath, and then the min, and that's your in between club value there. Now this isn't going to be pretty at all because there's nothing really much I can do with this club other than stick it on the green, really. But yeah, how is everyone this morning? How's everyone off this fabulous... There's been some weirdness. This weekend I've seen in streams. And some absolute sea creature that was in Dale's stream last night. I've just seen some weird stuff. I think it's probably going to be one of those where you see a little bit of a spate of it and then it goes away again. Just weird. You coming on, Pete? What time are you coming on today? Yeah, it was super weird because it came out of nowhere as well. It wasn't as if there was any provocation to it, unless, you know, that guy saw Dale. No, so not that I want to go too much into it, but some guy came on and it was out of nowhere. He was like, Dale asked Dale a question, like, Dale, who was that? What something? And then he was talking about Dale's girlfriend and her weight. And then we blocked, and then we timed him out, and Dale was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then he came back, said, "There's only one way to take that." And then he came on, and then he started saying it again. So we blocked him, and then he came on as a different profile under a different name, and started going off again about weight. And so. It's just really, really strange because there was no provocation to it, unless what the guy doesn't like Mississippi girls with bangs or Russian mail order brides. Maybe he was burned by a Russian mail order bride, and caught some of Dale the previous day on Fenzel's stream or something. I don't know. No, it wasn't Brad Riggers. It was Joe Thompson first, and then he came back under Tom Profit. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to be... it's too close to call. Depends which team shows up, or if they both show up, it's going to be interesting. Now, in Headwind, I'm going to play this at max plus 10 in my mind. Oh, that's nice. Is it going to be short? No, it's going to be pretty good. Nice shots, sir. I don't know if my 6 is going to be able to get there. It should be able to. So I'm going to have like 5.8 rings here. It might take me into a little bit of OP, unfortunately. No, it should be good. See where we are. Robert. So I don't know whether yeah, it was weird because thanks, Caddy, welcome in, my man. Oh, I got a platty. I need that on this account. Yeah, it was just super weird because I think I don't know whether it's an issue with whatever. I feel like this must be something behind that, but I don't know. Either way, it's just not. Boomer. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's right. It was right on the lip. Drew, welcome. So, yeah. So we stretch out. We know where our max point is there because obviously that's it. I want to move back a little bit. We got headwind, so I'm just not going to play anything too funky. I'm just going to sit right here. Okay. Do add 10%, so I go, this is if the unscientific method, 6.5, and then 50% of that is going to be 3.3. And put it 3.3, well, 3.4 actually. And have it go where we want it. From 0 to 142 million, Boomer, is awesome. Drew 4, Drew IV, yeah. Let's see if we can't get some. I'll play for this for a little bit. I can move into Tour 10 or Tour anything. I don't really want to go into Tour 8, but anything other than that, I'm good with. See, this is a difficulty. So people are just saying, "Oh, the switching over clubs. Which club do you use for the tour?" Well, it depends. Like, so look at all that space between where a min sniper is and a max grizzly. This is where you need to be careful because there's points you're going to be really in between clubs if you don't have the right bag set up. Because I don't have the backspin here to really do anything. But I'm going to have to play this as if I'm going to make really no adjustment and hope that drops me down enough so that I get relatively close to the hole. I'll take that. But that's the issue with not knowing which club to have in the bag and knowing your club values and which tour you're going to be playing on. Because if you're playing on Tour 10, for example, and people have asked this, with a Grizzly, yeah, unless you've got the Grizzly 9, which I believe has 129 yards, and even then with the Grizzly 9, you're still on 2 of the shootouts, 1 of the fjords, and 1 of the... one of the... No, it's not the wrong ball slip. You just need to know the holes. So you can if you know that you're going to be on a certain hole, that if you get to a certain yardage, that it's going to be in between club, you either lay back or you have to be more aggressive, depending on your wood, on your iron, which iron you've got in. See, if I know now if I'm going to play this hole again, I need to be further back in this wind so that I have more of an adjustment with my sniper, or I need to be further forward so that I'm into the grizzly range. But, so, a sniper will be at max distance, give or take, and it depends which sniper you're using. A sniper 9 will be 1-to-1 pretty much at 100%, but the sniper 10 will be a little bit more than that. But at mid distance, you either take spin off or... Anyway, let me concentrate on this. I play this one at 20% actually. Actually. So I'm going to go, in my head, I'm going to work it out to 7.1 and then go 8.9, which isn't particularly scientifically accurate and probably different to Notebook. But I don't really know the value of the sticks. Other than it's 100. Close. Yeah, but it does depend, Slip, what Powerball you use, because the adjustments will be slightly different between a Power 3 ball and a Power 1 ball. So how I do it with the Goliath, say Goliath's 52, a Goliath 8 is 52, because I don't have a 9, which I think is 55. I think it goes up in a little bit of accuracy. But for ease, at max, I go 2 wind per ring, and then say it's a 10 mile an hour wind, I go 2 wind per ring, and then add 0.5 of a ring. So for every mile an hour, I go 0.1 extra on the adjustment. That's how I do it. That's how it makes sense in my head. And then if it's mid-distance, I'll take 2 rings off, or 2 mile an hour off, and then 4 mile an hour for min distance, and add it from there. So I'm not saying that that's going to get you in the hole every time, but it's going to get you, if you're nowhere near where you think you're supposed to be, then it's going to get you much closer. So let me go. So if I'm looking, and we're looking to set up a bag, right? My info, I know that the accuracy on this is 64. So actually, the accuracy on the 2 went up to what it is on the same as the 6. So it's like 1.7 mile per hour, 1.7 mile per hour per ring at max. This is obviously 100. Then if we're looking at this, the accuracy is 79. So I don't really like using this. The only reason I don't like the backbone, because it's got one of those fiddly accuracies. And this will be 2, so I could just go 0.8. The thorn is 43. So what I do here on the thorn, when it's a 43, is I just do the opposite of what I do on the 7, which is a 57 accuracy. So what I do on the 7 is I go 2 mile per hour per wind, and then add 0.3 to most of the adjustments, and it seems to work. So I do this, I do 2 mile per hour per wind, and then minus 0.3. There's just things that you can do to know where you are, to keep yourself from making the big errors. And then you're going to start just, I really recommend playing a tour. Kind of playing it to death before you move. Jumping around tours, I don't think particularly helps you, if you can avoid it. Unless you know all the tours inside out and you're not struggling, then you can do what you want, obviously. So 1.7, 3.1. Grumpy Smurf, welcome into our little slice of heaven. I hope that's making sense. If it isn't, then be glad you're not in the mind of Dan. If you're using a wind app, it will absolutely calculate the slip. It will absolutely calculate the numbers for you. It will calculate you at max, mid, and min. So then the issue becomes, where are you in your club? And this is what I'll show you in my second shot, because you need to know exactly where. Well, give or take. In tourneys, you want to be really dialed in, which is why it's recommended that you get to a certain yardage point or know exactly what your yardage point is, because then you know exactly at what stage within mid-min and match you are. So, if I'm going up here, I know that this point here is my max, where the red is, right? So then I bring it down, and I know my midpoint is there. So I know if I go halfway, that's going to be my midpoint. And whereabouts you are in that is what's really going to... Then you'll use your adjustment from that, based on that. So I'm going to stick it out to the edge, because I'm going to bring it in with curlio. So this will be 7 rings. I'll add a tiny bit. And then hit a gray. Hopefully it's slow down. Slow your roll. Without a gray, that would have been quite good. Hey Tanel, welcome in. So that's where you find where you are within your club. Now, then you're going to be once you get to once you get that down and you know that you're getting close, and then you're like, damn it, I'm just on the edge, left or right. Then that's when you use what Dustin was saying. That's when you use the slider to go up a tiny little bit or tiny down. Right, exactly. So then you never really slip. You never then are never at a constant. You're never at a constant level, so it does hurt you, and then you seem to, and I did this, absolutely I did this. And as some of you may have heard on some of my previous streams, I can get that world is against me mentality. Typically, I only get it when I'm getting lag nowadays, but I used to get it with everything. Instead of looking at myself, and where my adjustments were and what I was doing wrong, I was just like, that shouldn't be going there. Why is that going there? Because there's things that I'm not taking into account. And then I start getting mad. And then I start playing mad. And when I'm playing mad, no good comes of that situation. Exactly, Dustin. Everything it's still educated guesses. There is you can plug in the exact number and get it all the time. Now, say the previous tournament, on hole 8 on the previous tournament, if you drove to a certain spot that was 314, you were at 84% of your slider if you were using a thorn. So, you could do the adjustment and know that if you got to 314, that you were at 84%. If you got to 315, you were 82%. If you got to 313, you were 86%. Unless you put too much curl on, and then you still drove 314, but you were further away from the green because you curled more. So there is absolutely ways to do it in tournaments because you get a consistent wind and a consistent feel for it. But in tour play, very much so. It is trial and error, which it should be, which is a good thing. Now in this wind, I'm going to be going up elevation, so I might add 50 to add some percent to this. But I'm going to change. No, I'm not going to change the number, and I'll tell you for why. I'm going to keep it at max plus 10, but it is in effect going to be closer to mid plus 20, but I'm going up elevation. I did a little bit too much. So that would have still worked at mid plus 10. It would have still worked. because I hit way further right than I thought I was going to, but it didn't really matter on that. Alright, tell me when you guys get bored of Tour 7 and I can move anywhere else you desire except Tour 12 for reasons previously stated. Plus, I don't really want to hemorrhage any more coins right now, and there is 4 or 5 clans that are pushing hard, which they're going to be every season. Each and every season you're going to get it, but you've got the North grinding, you've got guys in bunker, you've got untouchables grinding, right? I might switch over because I need to save some, at some point, I need to switch over, let me use my little trusty quarterback 6 with this. I need to switch over because I don't need to use all the gems on this account because I'm going to have no balls left for the tourney. So I'm pulling this out to whatever the max is, plus calculating that adding the extra 2.2 in. And you want to be around the corner here. Oh. Thankfully that still works. Hey Diesel, welcome in. T10 11 and a half. Mr. Great Shot, I'm not doing. I can do Tour 8, but the problem is the Grunberg slopes wreck my phone. The tournament holes are on T7 and T5 are the only 2 places that the tournament holes are, which is why T7 was a good idea. Now I may go into T7 on one of my other accounts that has better clubs. Because this is just a baby account, so it might not be representative of the clubs people have playing. The specialty balls. Now this, in headwind, is going to get... I'm just going to go full beans here. We're going to bring it back down. Because it's going to more than likely clip this rough. So even though it says that I'm going to be way over, it's going to clip the rough. More than likely. Take a little bit off, maybe. Doesn't have much curl, so kind of... shouldn't have taken anything off it. I'm glad that Dustin, I'm glad they removed the... well, I mean, they didn't leave it alone, did they? Because they took the Grunberg slopes out, and... sorry, the Grunberg... Is it Grunberg slopes? And then they added the Dunmore holes back in. So they kind of did mess with it. Now I'm glad they did, because I'm glad that they removed the... I'm glad they removed them on T11. That was better. Yes. Well played, sir. I hate this Nirvana too. I hate it. Not today, though. I see I see Slip. I see an argument for and against the Tour 13. My theory, my personal feeling, is that yes, a Tour 13 would be good, because I don't honestly think the argument is there's not enough people that play T12 to move into T13 with, and not enough people with the bankroll to compensate for it. My feeling is if they added a Tour 13, more people from Tour 11 would jump into Tour 12, and the T12 would go up. Now, what I believe they should do is I believe they should rotate the tours every season. So I believe what's on Tour 7 or Tour 8 should be put from the third tee on Tour 12 every season. They should rotate them that way. And that shouldn't be too hard to do, because all you're doing is just moving the tee back, and most of these courses, all of these courses have been played at master level tourneys. But what that would do, that would enable the courses to be relatively new, so that the existing Tour 11, Tour 12 players won't have played the same hole 1,000 times in each wind. So new people going in wouldn't have that steeper a curve, and more people would be encouraged to go in, because it takes a little bit of time to get used to each hole. Now, of course, you're playing T12 beasts whichever way you look at it, but I just feel that would be probably the better way to do it, and then you could have a more distribution of the width. Right, so here I always play up to the top here. It's kind of cross head, so I'm going to play this with 2.5 bars of topspin and 1 bar of counter spin. And what I do is I'm going to aim it at because you get a lot of second bounce wind effect here, so I'm going to aim it at the left side of the pin, and I'm going to play it 30%. So I'm going to play this at max 7.9, 8.7, 9.3. And then I'm going to put a bit of counter curl on it to straighten it up. I could have done with more. It's great speed, but I could have done with more counter curl. I got a bigger push. Yeah, people really do struggle to find a spot to play with on this hole. These are love T7. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have issues with all the new holes that they bring out. I think, for me, and I'm not... I know, right? The puppy's all chill. It's like eating a whole body weight in puppy food, and the kids are watching Ryan in the bedroom. I know, it's like... If only they were like this all the time. I just fed them. I kind of worked out that this is my best time. Play in the morning, play with them, then get them fed as much as possible, and then put them in front of the TV for a little bit. Then I can get my stream in before they get too mentally. They'll start wandering out soon. Now that you've said something. Did you get over? No, but I probably won't get over anyway. What's the wind? I don't think I have the club to get over this. 7. Did I put... Oh, no. Stupid Dan. I was going to put the rocket in, and then I was going to try snipe Dale yesterday. And Dale said... Dale said that I needed to beat him with a rocket 7. So I put the rocket 7 in instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with... We'll play it down here. I could play it in 11. Anyone disagreed, and anyone in 11 that's not gone T12 will still have no reason to if there was a T13. Need to do something that properly devalues T11 and encourages a move to T12. Oh, I think a higher trophy count is a big reason. I think a lot of people in T11 want to go into T12, but they don't because they know you get beasted in T12. But yeah, I mean, but if you want to, but with the clans, if they're camped in T11 because they want to, oh no. If they're camped in T11 because they want to get the clan points, yeah, I mean, that's going to stay the same. I'm just thinking of different options. Is this going to sail through? Probably not with this ball, right? May do. Who knows? This could be anywhere. Oh, don't do that with a horizon. Slow down. Okay. But think about initially, Ken. So think about initially. They added Tour 13 with what? Like 1,200 trophies. So then your max that you can get is 7470. There is going to be T12 players who are in T13 in a race. To get used to it and to play it and to get to that max trophy count again, and you know, it's a good shot in the arm. It's a good ego thing. So that is going to encourage more people to jump up. Similar to when they have master mini tourneys, more people jump from expert to master in the mini tourneys, so they can get that purple banner that wouldn't anyway, because they know it's a little easier. Because more players are going to be playing it. So, wedgie play. I didn't even check my wedgie play. I didn't even check my thing. The Firefly, I have more trouble hitting the Firefly than I do anything else. Yeah, perfect. Right, so look. So that's max right here. Let me go. So we want to find a spot that's closest to the midpoint. So you know your adjustment's kind of a mid adjustment, right? But if you look at kind of the height of the wedge, it goes a little bit higher, so you can always add a little bit onto it. So if I go, what's that? So we go 3.4. So 3.4. So I'm gonna go this like 1.5 rings, maybe, and not get the shot off in time. Boom goes dynamite. I don't know. See, Ken, I wasn't around. I didn't start playing the game until T12 was already in the picture, so I don't know whether that was a thing. I don't think that there's anything wrong. I don't think I'm not sure that there's a real desperate desire or a need for it. But if you've got like people moving up from T11 to T12 and T12 to 12-13, you'd get more players moving from T10 to T11, and I don't know. Boom goes dynamite. So again, find the max of the club, and where the club switches over. So if I go to there and then come back, then you get a bigger dip than if I went to the horizon. So I don't like to play it too far up. It's not really that big of a deal. So great. Um, I would. I always put the maximum amount of spin on, yes, because I can get the. It means the ball has less time in the air, so it's affected less by the wind slip. And it depends which one you have, which... No, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really depend. I always put as much topspin as I can on it. But if I'm using a rapier, say, and people just get used to using the full topspin and pulling it back, I'd still rather be at a midpoint in my adjustment than a fiddly 30 whatever percent. So I take some of the topspin off to get a decent landing spot. Is my thinking. And then you want to sort of wiggle it around. When you wiggle it around and there's not much movement in there, you know you've got a pretty good spot there. So I'm going to be adjusting into a max area here. So I'm just going to do this as a 1-to-1. See how close we get. Maybe a little bit too much. Hey Ricardo, welcome in. Get in. I mean, yeah, Ken. I mean, it depends. Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of difference that comes with that. If you're seeing C100 players playing you in T7, oh, you're talking about when they people are dumping a load of trophies to get the trophy count down, and then playing in T. Yeah, well, you know. I can't be too many of people doing that. Thanks, guys. Hey, John, welcome in. Brian, get in close. Let me just check something. Let me get rid of this rocket. Because there may come a time where I need the extra mile 5. And it's 29 accuracy. What is my Firefly? 48. So that's basically 2 miles an hour per one ring. Oh, mine's my battery running low on my PC. Because I was not plugged in. Well, they can't be that good if you... Well, okay. So let me rephrase that because that was about to come out wrong. But there's many C100 players that that are not. I don't want to say premium players, but that will play a lot, but they're only comfortable in tours 7 to 9. And then you've got the other people that are tired of... They want to play the game, but they don't like... this is going to be rough. Whenever I do. I'm a manufacturer. I'm going to have to good it or grate it, I think, to get the curl I need. But there's many different reasons why people do it, right? Just hope that didn't hit the tree. Too muchy. And they went into the rough too. So that was going to be our first loss, more than likely. But say you want to play, but you don't want to have the pressure of smashing all your balls and your bankroll in Tour 11. What are we on? 8-game streak. It's... I don't know. I mean, there's no perfect game. There's no perfect answer. I don't know if everyone wants to. So on the flip side, so let me play devil's advocate here. If people want parity, whereby they only play the exact skill set of the people of their opposition, they just want, you know, to play people in and around the same level that they're at. Are people really going to get much better than what they're already at? Because you start thinking you're the greatest if you're beating the players in and around your skill level. At some point, they're going to start. The idea is to match you with progressively difficult, more difficult opponents. True, and that's where the issue of the only issue we have there is people then dumping trophies to in the thought of getting easier matchups. Oh, we played that well. Oh, he used a tie-in. Pussy hole. See here, I'm stuck. With the Goliath, that'd have been okay. So there is nothing I can do here except take the loss. I don't even think I can manufacture anything here that would go anywhere near close anymore. Alright. So I'm gonna write 4.5 here. And then grade it, and then does that make it close? About as close as it was going to do there. Yeah, I mean it is. I mean if you got, you can say that, but yeah, people need the points. People want points. Clans, yeah, and you know, an alternate view is that clans ruined that aspect and made it a lot more stressful rather than stress-free. But we are competitive people. That's why we play these games. We like to win at these games. So we like to win, so they needed to do something, because if it was just tournaments and people stopped, because that's what happened, right? Before clans, people only started playing for tournaments only, so they would get hardly any gameplay. They're getting hardly any gameplay during off weeks except to practice tourney holes, and then people were buying the ball packs specifically for the tournament holes as well. Now what you're seeing is people are playing constantly because they need to get the clan points. So it's made, and then people play Demic are selling a lot more ball packages of the Power 4, Win 3, Side 2 that are great for tour play, especially in the higher tours. And yeah, no, and it's all about the buying of the balls, isn't it? So that's because that's how they make the money. So I'm not sure that there's much motivation. And yeah, they did say that they did the trophy dumping, but they didn't, because I could go now and dump my trophies from Tour 1 to Tour 7 on my main account and get down to 3,000-ish trophies, and almost immediately I'd start getting matched with people from that band. So the theory behind the trophy dumping, so say I'm at, my highest trophy count on my main account is 5,920. But it is then hard to get matchups in Tour 11 And if I was being matched only with players in and around 500 either side, I'd just be getting matched with players that are maxed out all the time, which would be harder for me. So the theory is that I go in and dump all my trophies from tours 1 through 7 or 8, and then play tours 10 and 11 primarily with 3,000 trophies, and the matchups are much easier because I should be playing people with the 5,000 trophies, and I'm playing people with 3,000 trophies. And the matchups are much quicker. And so I'm going to go 6 rings here because it's not quite the same head. That's just what she said. You get matchups quicker and you get easier opponents, and therefore you get clan points quicker. I should have pulled it the full amount. They used to be really tight on it. Used to be really tight on it. So on Tour 11 and Tour 12, it becomes difficult because there's not as many people playing Tour 11 and Tour 12. Tour 12, there is no trophy at all. You know, it's just you're in Tour 12, you put up with it. You put up with whoever you're going to get. But on T11, there's not as many people playing. So they may start with 500, 600, 800. But if there's no one playing live, they still want to. Their primary purpose is to get you matched up with a live opponent as quick as possible. So they will just go further out, and just it's whoever you get. Okay, so in your bracket on your... So bracketing on tournaments is different to trophy dumping. So bracketing in tournaments works by your highest weekly level attained at any one stage. So if you've ever been to Master Level 2, you will stay playing other people that have been in Master Level tourneys. Now, you can be matched up with anyone, 1-to-1. I hate this hole. But you can be matched up to anyone playing the 1-to-1 game, but during your actual bracket, you're only going to be matched up with people that have attained at the same weekly level as you have attained, highest weekly level. But alt accounts and stuff, keep rolling. You don't like this one? What do you want, buddy? You want dinosaurs? That was a poor shot. So if it's your pro account, Brian, I have alt accounts that I don't take above weekly level, or expert weekly level, because I don't want to be playing master level opponents. I have, I'll just keep it at whatever weekly level, and then I'll just be matched up with those guys. So it's really, You want No, you don't want that dinosaur? What do you want, buddy? What do you want? Okay, all right. It's not a panic situation. It's not a panic situation, dude. What do you want? You up? Down?
Down. Up. Hi. Down.
I don't know what you want, buddy.
Down.
I don't know what you want. Crudes? You want this one?
Look, it's not my house. I'm not even allowed to go upstairs.
Don't touch the TV, bud. You're going to break it. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to sort something out for the dude. Yeah, but I'm going up. Right? I've gone all the way up. You want dinosaurs? What do you want? You just annoy me. No. No. I'm going to put something on and you're going to deal with it. Right, you can have storybots. Well, you took too long. All right, all right. Yeah, we're okay now. So this hole, I can't really get over there. So I'm gonna switch to the sniper method on this hole, which isn't the worst, but you're gonna see how bad the green is if you're not already aware. Hey Logan, how you doing, my man? Ultimately there's gonna be no perfect method. Oh no, I've gone too far. So I'm gonna be I'm hoping for headwind on this next shot. I told you at some point he'd come in. Oh no getting sick. You sticking it? I mean, it's a tawny hole, so you do your thing. You do your thing, boy. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing. See, and slip. This is the thing I was talking to about. Look, the difference between I can't get to the rough bump now. So all I can do is nothing really. Is guess. You want Teta, buddy? Is can I guess where this is gonna be, and then hopefully not clip the rough and stay there, because nothing I can do. Yeah, it's absolutely way bumpy again. They flattened it out for the last tourney, but this is a green that has a lot of skin issues. Where is all right. It's back to the wandering around the house. So I do miss some comments when I have to do this, but I shall try and catch up. Oh, my phone's getting a little hot. I'm getting a little funny blue thing at the bottom. Cue the Samsung. The Android sucks. I'm getting you, Teta. What do we say? Please, that's better. Here's another thing to watch out when you're doing these little chip shots. Look at with the guideline, it just glitches, and right here, you want to make sure you're at a spot where you're not getting any of that glitch. Because people miss, and they're like, how in the hell did that miss? Because you were right next to a glitchy spot, and it threw you off just slightly. And I've never had so many eye rolls as I get in the lower tours when people don't understand that that's what I'm doing and they think I'm just messing around on the green. All right. I normally like this one and I've completely forgotten how to play it. I'm going to play it the same as I normally play it, but I feel like I've completely forgotten how to play this whole... Oh no, it's still Blanky! You got it? There you go. You want to say hi?
No.
Okay, sounds about right. Oh, that's played nice. Kinda. No, it's not. Uh, 4.8. You want to say hi now? Okay. This kid, man. Alright. So I want to be just in front of the hole. Wins a little bit nothing. I'll just pay 1.7. Oh, came in hot, didn't it? You say hi?
Hi.
All that work, you made me go sit down and get back up just for you to go, hi. Adios mio. Nah, I never play right. I always play left. Every wind. I don't like the right side. That's not you guys, it's just the game being funny. It's not the stream. Alright, I might just use this pack of I'll use this pack of quasars up, and then I'll maybe go into another tour with a different profile. I heard someone shout for T9. I can do some T9 if people want T9. If anyone wants to know which, depending on what clubs they want me to play with as well, because I can play with whatever clubs. Well, actually, I can play with a Thorshammer 5, because I have a Thorshammer 5 on each of the other accounts, and varying degrees of terrible extra miles. Why am I suddenly getting no opponents? Hey! Hey! Stop. I'm watching you. What's going on? Right. Let me close it and restart. Minnie! Stop! You think they'll flatten it again, Ken? I would have thought they would have flattened it already if they were going to flatten it. I seem to remember they flattened it in the week leading up to it. What's going on? No tour with an EM6 is fun. EM6 is a terrible, terrible club. Hey, Minnie, stop. What's happened? What's happened? Is it just my phone? It's not a Playdemic thing? Oh, is my Wi-Fi out? There we go. Le Beaumont. It's alright, I'm coming back. I'm back. Oh, geez, Lou. Weekend. And 6 o'clock. 6 to 8 on a weekday. Tourney holes don't download till Monday. Is that right? Is that a thing, Ken? So you can play the tourney on... practice the holes on the week leading up to it when they load them up. And then they reload them looking different on the tournament day. Is that right? Okay, EM8. EM8. Yeah, I'm about to finish. I was going to go through T8 with this account and then put it into T9 with the Thor's Hammer 2 and the EM5. Dylan's on the couch. Hey, Pumpkin Pie. What are you doing? Can you not climb? Baby girl. No, climbing on me. No, you're going to hurt yourself, baby. Baby girl, you're going to hurt yourself. That's not a good idea.
Holding on.
Yeah, I know, but it's still not a good idea, Pumpkin. Want to say hi to everyone? KDB's not here. It's still early in KD World.
In KD World.
In KD World, yeah. Yeah, you'll find. Yeah, I mean, I am aware that when you play the tours for practice for the tourney, that they never have the same as the tourney wins are going to be. But I didn't think they changed the actual layout of the holes as such. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did, because sometimes the tour.
Smell the paper right here.
Oh, it smells nice, huh? No, he went in the rough, so I don't get the wind. That's exactly why that is. You'll find that a lot. That's one thing they could change. Simple fixes. Simple fixes to PD. Stop the hero tailwind, or if you stop giving the second player that's messed up their drive the advantage, basically, on the second shot. And what drives every single person crazy is having to re-choose the ball you're playing if you open a new pack, even after you've selected it. I have no idea why they don't do that, other than to really pee people off. What's up, Gallo? If I missed you earlier, I'm sorry. It's just so it's the one thing that makes it feel supremely manufactured on occasion. Thank you all for coming in as well. Thank you for being here. Right, so this might help, because this hopefully is going to be a a thorn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go out and I'm going to stretch it to max, and I'm going to know my max distance is up there, and I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to see my min distance is about there. So my landing point is going to be just a little bit more than min distance. So I'm going to adjust for min distance plus a little bit. So if I went, let's say, so I'm going to say hypothetically, well, no, I'm going to go 2.5 here. Plus I'm going to add like half. So I'm going to add like 3. And then I'm going to go from there, 1.5. So I'm going to go 1.2 rings, 1.3 rings. And see how that looks. I mean, the adjustment was right. I just, without the guideline, Oh, without the guideline. What did I was on another stream yesterday, and someone's the guy said, it was Nick, I can swim. It was really funny. He said, "Oh, that's broken code. There's no way that should stop there. So that's a broken code in the game." And I was like, that is just techno geek speak for being bent over with no lube. That's what that is. Yeah. So let me go with the Ken method. Right. Oh, Shabba ranks. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go. Ah, shit. We've lost this one. Probably. Right. I'm gonna try and guess this because I don't want to go right. The horizon is basically useless in the shootouts here. So I'm just gonna guess. And I guessed badly. Yeah, not with that club at all, no. That's the thing with the horizon. That shot, I needed like 2 backspin there. Yeah, the best shot for a Thorn. There are some greens, of course, Mr. Great Shot, where the greens are so bumpy that you want to play the backspin shot because you only have to deal with the 2 bounces. But in the main, yeah, in expert tourneys, you're probably looking at 3 back. But once you get to the 8, 7 or the 8, then yeah, that's how you want to play it. Well, I played it much better than I did. The 3-2-3 back and have it roll to the hole is typically the best way to do it. You need the ball guide to be a little better. Play a couple of more and then. Also, the full, yeah, and I fell into that trap, Ken, because quite frankly, a full backspin shot looks cool as well. It looks like you know what you're doing. It's the same in real golf. If you can do a big over pawn, thorn pawn, I'm telling you, it's just the way. It's the best. It is awesome. People hate this hole, and I am one of those people. One top. So I kind of want it here. So how many, what's that? Is that 6? Tiny bit of OP. Okay. Oh, you jumpy. There it is. There it is. It is what it is. I was literally just talking about you, Nick. On your stream when you stopped right on the edge of the cup yesterday and you said that it was broken code. Which is tech speak for being bent over. Thanks, Gallo. Oh, T-Nick. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. There you go. Alright. So we want to find where we are. Max is there. Min switch over's right there, and you don't have that lag because it switches right over. So, oh, you son of a gun. And this club does not have. I'm going to get a tiny push, so I'm going to put it back here. And it's going to be like 1.4, or like give it 1.5 or something. That'll work. If you don't have the backspin. Is that a remix of Talk Dirty to Me? Oh, good question. In the water. You got to go for it though. I'm in. I'm probably closest to Houston. Don't ask me what the lag time is though. Probably Gentle Giant John Bell in the house. Massive John. Big Bell John. Welcome. Welcome in. UK snipers. Dallas will work. We had a conversation about the about VPNs yesterday, or which VPN works. This could be disastrous, quite frankly. I'll mention these. So, 9.8. 10% on this. So it's 10. Nice. Hey, Tony. Thank you for leaving the little thumbsies upsies. I know people are busy on their Friday. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. I know church is precedent as well. So that's cool. The idea of going alone while the wifey's working and taking a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old to church doesn't fill me with huge amounts of happiness and joy. So I'm going to wait till the boy gets a little bit older. What did you find that was pink? I don't see anything pink unless it's not coming through pink on my screen. You talking about the pink dress? Oh, the pink eye. Pink dress eye. Pink eye Dan. Love it. I hope that you were never afflicted to the same degree that I was. This is a course that I've never albied from this side. And it's the scene of my... Alright. So max 5 rings is going to be the OP that I'm going to need. But if I bring this back down here, it's going to get pushed that much. So I'm going to adjust down, and then I'm going to push up to max. tiny bit of OP. And curl the snot out of it. And hope that's right. And hit the tree. Oh. Bit more OP could have been used. Just clip that little bit of rough, which took the pace out of it. Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything most days, quite honestly. I know I love a bit of bushwhacker love, all over my face, but not in my eye. His could be nice. Or it could sail and go into the rough. Oh. Something about... Hey, Ingrid. Ingrid, Sandy. Sandy Ingrid. Could mean something else in different places. But welcome in, ladies. Lovely to have you. What? What was that? White piece. Why did you have white piece? What did you do? What did you do? You were looking shifty and dodgy. What did you do? Just tell me. It'd be easier to tell me than me finding out, right?
Okay, so we put the babies in there. So we got a white piece and put it in there.
Yeah.
And then shaked it all up so we can clean the baby.
So you put the baby in a washing machine, in fact, and put the YP in to be a washing machine. Love it. All right, Nick.
Like that.
Dale is going through the bets, and
Okay.
and good luck to whoever his caddy is going to be, is what I say. Because what he's going to end up doing is he's going to take advice from 17 different people who are going to give him 17 different pieces of advice, and he's going to muddle up all of them, and it may work and it probably won't. But he'd be fine on his own if he's under 5 beers.
Okay, we're working out for the baby.
Believe me, I'm aware of that. So, but Logan, they can both obviously play very, very well, but consistency of routine and having a process is where it's going to come into absolute help, and there is no comparison in that between Dale and Logan. Oh, I said I'm going to play my last one. All right. So let's just play with one here.
Hey, Daddy, see what I'm going to bring toys to extended day at school, because people have toys at extended day that are
That's going to be in the bunker.
People have toys at extended day.
Probably. Oh no.
And I want to bring
Woo! So if you get a nice little glitch, I've never seen that glitch there before. I've never done this before. I've been close to there before. Now, Here is an instance. Hey, Lou, welcome in, man. Here is an instance. Can you stop putting jewelry on my head while I'm playing, baby? Where you want, where a full backspin shot is probably the best option. If they've put the green back to the way it was. But are you gonna fall, Bobo? I don't want you to fall. Or a dunk, if you're good at dunking.
Not yet. He's sick.
So, and again, what we're going to do is we're going to find out where we are on our club, which is going to be almost min, if not min, or max. See? Issues. Look. I'm not even in the code, so I'm going to pull it back.
Okay, go get the puppy.
And you see how much of a nightmare this is. They really did flatten this out for the previous tournament.
Okay, we got brush your hair. Right, we gotta make your hair.
Oh my word. I don't really have time to mess with this. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So what else do we want to play? Go on. Almost 10 million. I started a couple of days ago on like got 100 points and 2 million. I started with 2 million this week. And all right, so what does anyone else want me to play anything else? Any other tours? Any other clubs? While you've got me for another 30% of battery. I'm going to go into this profile. I finally got the APOC, the Thor's Hammer 6 on my main. Ingrid loves a bit of Tor 10. I have one vote for Tor 9 and one vote for Tor 10. Do we have any other takers?
I'm gonna go do baby chuck chucks here. Okay, guys.
T10's an awful place. I love T10. Let's go 10 then. Let's go some 10. Oh, I haven't downloaded it since I had to uninstall and reinstall the game again. Which I had to do on a regular basis. The Samsung way. Oasis shootouts. Which ones are... Yes, the Oasis is one of the ones where the Grizzly is a terrible, terrible club to have. It's an Oasis shootout. You need a Goliath. Yeah, I will absolutely run through the shootout holes. Ingrid, do you use Notebook? Do you guys want me to use Notebook? I can use Notebook. If that makes it easier. Because I do have it, I just never use it. I only use it on tournaments. Oh, you got Clash Caddy? Oh, it's different. It shouldn't be, well, actually shouldn't be too much different. It's just a different format, right? I mean, it's a little bit the same. All right, I'll put it there just in case. We'll have some fun. Oh, it's Aggie. Who's Aggie? Is Aggie new? Is Aggie from I know he's from Bunker, but is he from Team UK? What's up, Sam? He must be from Team UK. This is my old clan that I used to be in my main account before I moved over to Bushwhackers.
Hey guys!
So this is just an it's not a friendly hole. That might be rough. It could be okay, actually. Nice shot. Great right, didn't hurt him. It helps to have that extra curl. That I don't really have on here. But I play it at max plus 10. Play this a little closer. So 11 is going to be 0.5, 10.2. About there. No, you're going to go in the rough. I don't have the curl. I do not have the curl with the DH5. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I don't think so. That's not frozen on my end. All right, Nick. I play it on field too. It's an almost impossible drive unless you with the Thor's Hammer 5. I don't really play it too much with the Thor's Hammer 5, but even with that push on that wind, what we got going on? What do we have going on? We don't even have a decent my brain's gone. My brain's gone frozen. All right. It's probably going to be water. Oh, come on, you son of a gun. Yeah, reverse hook is what I was thinking, Rich, but then my brain just went frazzled to which way I was going to adjust my rings. And my mind just went blank. I don't really mind losing to these guys though, quite honestly. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Just a little late.
I would like to check in for new. I would like to check in to our new hotel.
You'd like to check into the new hotel?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Aggie.
Yes, sir. Okay. We got all of. They're packing our stuff. So you guys sit here in the kids' section while we.
T10. If you go through it the first time, I don't know what it is. Like it's much. I could play this all day on my main account or an account that has it maxed out but has 300 trophies and get like 80, 90 wins in a day. But going through it the first time on each profile is just an absolute pain.
Let's go in the car. Yeah, we're going in the car.
What balls do people play with on T10? Is another question. Do you play with KMs and Titans? There is no judgment here, whether you do or you don't. I play with Kingmakers all the time on a new tour until I'm used to the tour, and then I'll reduce them down and carry on playing them with Quasars and stuff. But if people play with Titans and Kingmakers, I'll play with Titans and Kingmakers. I have no problem with that.
You draw with this, and so you can make tickets.
Okay. I don't really have many katanas. We only want 2 side spin here. Stretch it out. We have much more forgiving on the left hand side than it is on the right. We're down 4 rings. Push back and get it straight. Push back up to max. Perfects are coming out nice. Got good roll. I'm like, yeah, I'm with you, man. Whatever gets the win. Hey, what's up, Tom? Welcome in. Who is this guy? Doesn't want to be. I don't want to be. It's one of those guys that's like, clans ruin the game, so I'm not going to be in a clan. Good on you, sir. Oh, it's going to be hot. This is just a tough shot. Try this. No. 2.5 top spin. And we want to kind of be in that spot there that we've just found.
Look how many stuff I can hold. Okay, we're at a cafe, okay?
But it's really just dodgy. So I'm gonna go 1-to-1 because it's like mid distance, but plus 10. So I'm just gonna do it 1-to-1. And then I'm going to push it up a tiny little bit because you're losing distance. Never hit this shot perfect.
Is there any more toys in the car? Go check. No, that's not. That's the baby.
Never hit that shot perfect.
Let's get our suitcase.
What's with the connection all of a sudden? I'm telling you, this 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock hour really is not good. I'm going to stop streaming at this time.
Why?
Well, especially tournament play. Why? Because I have lots of connection issues when I do.
Okay.
It's not really affecting the lag or anything. I'm not feeling any lag today, though. But maybe that's because I don't care about hitting a minor great, whereas I would do in a tournament. What you doing, buddy?
Okay. We got the coloring sheets.
All right.
Okay. We got the coloring sheets. You guys share, and I'm gonna.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. All right. So shootout time.
Okay.
They're going first, so we'll see what the wind is.
Here's some green.
So in this wind, I play to the left-hand side. At the little patch below.
Okay, you guys. I'm gonna.
Below the sand. The sand bump I don't do in this wind. I don't do in left to right crosswind, and I don't do in headwind. I'll do the sand bump in tailwind and right to left crosswind. There is something about going out from the bunker in this wind. You go up the bounce, you go up elevation. So it's just a nightmare coming out of that bunker and up onto this little ridge here to do the sand bump, and coming up here you gain a load of ground. So there is a spot here which you want to get to. There is a glitch here as well that you could shoot past, but I play this at like max plus 10%, so I'm going to play this at 8.1 rings.
Can you try circle? Yes. Okay. Try circle. Circle? Here. Let's see what's on the menu. I would like the salad with the green olives and.
It's okay, but it's better than his. It's okay.
And the hamburger for.
Okay, so I play. I hope to get this in headwind, but I play essentially that same that same area, and then I'll play with 5 backspin and 3 right spin, and I want the guideline, the bounce to bounce from the left hand side over the pin to the right, so it's long. It's showing as long in headwind, but. With the second bounce wind effect, it really pushes that bounce shorter and it gets you really close in headwind. I never play that Goliath shot. I just don't like it. All right, so we don't need anything other than a quasar here. In this wind, I go to the left and try and not to go in the rough, essentially. Some plus 10%, so that on this it'll be like 4.5 rings ish, a little bit less. Tiny little bit of curl, but not too much. And I think I put too much topspin on it. I think it's going to run through. Yeah, but it's under the tree branch, so don't put too much top on. Hey! No. No. This hole's great for a rough bump. This one, yeah, if you go to the left-hand side, you roll out here. It's good, but you're going to be in typically in min. Oh, a bit breezy. Stretch it out. So I'm going to be close to min, just a little bit over, well, close to mid, just a little bit over mid. And I want the guideline well through the hole here. But there is, look at that. I mean, you go a bit too far and your landing spot. So this is full of treachery. So I'm going to go about 5.5 rings here. Ooh. Hey. Hey Randy, my good luck charm has arrived. Although we played pretty well today so far. We've lost 2 games, 3 games maybe. Which ain't bad going for an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes. This guy will be lucky if he gets it in, judging by the look of what he's doing. Which of course means he will get it in. Or her. Adios mio. There was everything. Don't do anything that they did. If you're doing an adjustment. Quite frankly, the ideal adjustment for that is you want like 1 or 2 top with the long iron and 3 right spin. Because there is a little funnel spot that you can hit there to the left of the pin, and if you get that, if your aim point is to the left with that spin, you have a little wiggle room to get in there. That's probably the best spot. If you go to the right hand side, the rough bump is a lot trickier because there's a lot more spots in there which shoot you through. It doesn't shoot you through the green and off the side, so it's not really that dangerous. But you're not gonna get it in. All right, so please be headwind because this will be perfect. Hey, all right. So Tom, you were asking, right? So I go back in this spot, 5 back, 3 right. And I want the guide point to go over the back, over here, like this. I might even put a little bit more back on it. No, that's fine. And I want the guide point over there, long. And then I'm going to play max plus 10, so I'm going to play this 13.3 rings. And that's 9, so I want 4.3 here. The sloppy ring play for me. Oh, it was terrible ring play. I mean, it's okay, but the ring play was really bad. So I hit nowhere near where I was my aiming point was.
And then pretend he gave us this passport.
But it looks like that if you get the ring play right.
Can we have our passport, please?
Yes, there you go, man.
Thank you.
You owe me $500 because you damaged the rooms.
Okay, $500.
Yeah. This is
Here's your $500.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so we're gonna wait for our flight.
You no idea with this. This could end up really short, or it could sail through, or it could be perfect.
Wanna go with Mommy? Okay.
Adios mio. Come on. There is a funnel down that side, so if you hit, you just need to hit it at the right spot there.
Accidentally colored fell in here.
Raven had no idea there.
Look.
But
This.
that's kind of how it looks. I'd rather get that nailed down.
Share. So let's go. What color do you want me to color here?
Now just bad ring play. I thought, well, what happened was I thought I was far enough out that I could do the 10 rings in one pull, and I couldn't, so I ended up like half in, half out. Oh, this is my worst. I just don't like this hole.
Daddy, days go very fast.
I don't like this hole in without the thoughts, without the APOC. This one you really, really like to have the APOC. Where's Todd? Did I miss a Todd?
Green. Green. I want you to color it yellow. Oh, there's no yellow. How about blue? Okay. No, we don't have any green.
I might just smash this and hope for the best. Oh, he hit the bloody rough as well. It's just 10 is just full of lottery players that you just look at it and go, that's not a right adjustment, and then they they just, it doesn't matter. No, I don't want the Marlin.
You guys, we're gonna go to a room service. We're already at the room service. We're already at the.
I'm hoping to hit the rough here and just roll up.
Ready. Go to the cafe, okay? And then we'll go to the.
Is it going to be too much? I'm going to take some off.
Get ready. Get ready.
Ooh, that's not going to help us. Or it might do. Well, we're on the thing anyway. But it's going to give us headwind now. So he'll be able to reach and I won't. There it is. There it is. There's nothing more predictable than that. What do you mean? What do you mean, Nick? Dale was on. Who else was on last night? Who else was I watching last night?
Daddy, my nose was getting better already.
Good job, Pumpkin. That's awesome.
Maybe from me swiping it, like.
Was Dustin on last night? I know Dustin was on yesterday. I was watching Dustin for a while yesterday. And it was maybe early evening. I swear there was someone else on. Ditto Head was on. Ditto Head came back yesterday.
Okay, let's get our car seats.
It's a nicely played shot.
Get a car seat. Okay, get the other car seat.
Now, because we're so far back, we're probably not going to have the opportunity to do that. Quite honestly. Because that's what happens in T10. Yeah, look, 5, 9. I'm just not going to have enough rings.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe.
Get the luggage. Get the luggage, whatever. Luggage.
Maybe. We'll see. We have to get all of this if we're going to do it.
Raise.
I want it there.
Daddy!
Dylan, dude. Dylan.
He broke it. He broke it. But we still use it.
Come on. Lost a bit of distance on that. Hey, yeah, not even close.
Dylan broke it.
Dylan. Bud. Hey, yeah. Fail.
Okay. Well, it still works. It still works, Daddy.
It's on the short green anyway. Dylan's just, my son has just pulled the wire out of. See if I can, oh, I've got the poop M-bringer. Right. Where am I at? So this is 11.3. So I'm gonna. It's about plays about 7 rings. You know what? Right as I was I only play this game. You know what happened with that is that I'm so used to playing with my Endbringer 5, they have different accuracies. So I pulled a ring too much because my Endbringer only has an accuracy of 79 and the 5 has an accuracy of 90. So I played too many rings. I had 10% on every Endbringer shot. It's just where you are in your club with the Endbringer. That would have worked with 6 rings. I added 7 rings because I was adjusting for my accuracy at 90 rather than the accuracy of 79. Yes, beautiful.
Hey, I'm gonna go get snacks for you.
Let's see if we can keep on the fairway this time. My last 2 streams on Tour 10 have been a little troublesome for me, for some reason. Maybe just not my week on T10.
Daddy, can we have cookies and Rice Krispie treats?
Cookies and Rice Krispie treats. How about no? That sounds like a horrendous idea.
Only cookies? Okay.
Where are we going? Let's see if we can't get the max wind. Right, so let's try this again. I'm going to put 3 top on.
Okay.
3 top on. So what's this? This is like 10 rings.
You want Chase or Rumble?
You know, 17. 9 and a bit rings.
Race. Okay. I'll get another Chase.
Oh. Great right is literally the worst. It's literally the worst. It couldn't be worse than this. A great right there is literally a killer if you go into the left.
Okay, guys, you guys are going to share, and I'm going to share with you too. Open. Oh, I used to eat these smelly cookies before. I used to eat these smelly cookies before.
Cinnamon cookies.
I used to eat these.
Yeah.
Oh, they smell
But
so good. Oh, yeah, I remember. They were so good.
Right. So.
Oh, yeah, my memories are coming back.
You go play, Rich, while I try work out what I'm going to do here.
Daddy, these cookies are making me have memories
They're making you have memories?
about when I eat them. They were so good.
Right. Poof. It's a pickle. 5. I needed more hook. Needed more hook. What's going on with the stream?
Oh. Daddy, can we have a drink? Sir, can we have a drink?
What? Yeah. Is it just me having the issue?
Okay,
Me try
this drink.
coming back into it.
Me and Dylan have the same blood, so we can share water bottles. Right?
Right. It was me. What is the point of Top Chat? No one ever in the world decided,
It's heavy.
I hate you. Whoever you are, David, I hate you. Anyone that waits till the last 5 seconds to take a shot for whatever reason needs a slap in the face. Let me look for any. I don't think there is any, but what is wrong with the screen now? My battery's getting low, so it gets worse.
Because your battery gets low. You're gonna stop playing soon, right, Daddy?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Tor 9 now. We don't really play it that much, but no, I mean I have issues on. I loved T10, but there's something between going between 3,400 and 4,000 trophies is literally the hardest in the game, I think. All right, so this is going to be plus 10%. What I do is I put my blue rings right in between the rough. I'm talking.
No, but you actually spilled the water.
I know she did. I can see it. I can hear it. And I do 5.5 backspin and full left spin. Yay, puppy. Pee-pee on the pad. And then do max plus 10. And add a little bit of OP. Tiny. Oh, slow down. I shouldn't have added that OP. Ooh, they're driving me crazy now.
Stop. Hey, Daddy, these are both my favorite characters in Paw Patrol.
I added too much as I was trying to explain it and listen to the daughter at the same time.
You can go play, and then when you're hungry, you can just come back here and then eat.
Yeah, his is much better.
Okay? Go play. I handle it.
That's where you want to be. Oh no, his is going to roll by too. I don't know who's rolled by further. I don't even know what I had. Oh, just close. Serves you right for...
Isn't that what, Mommy? And then when you want to go play, you can play?
Serves him right for waiting to 5 seconds to do that putt. All right, 18%. So I've got another couple of games left. And then I will have to see you during the week. I should be able to come on like dinner time during qualifying. I can never stream my opening rounds. I just don't have the time. And then I'll be on over at the weekend. But let's hope we can get a couple more shootouts in.
This is the time Puppy rolls over her water. Right, Daddy?
Yeah. All right. So this one,
Go play.
It's just about getting the right distance on the drive and getting into the right spot.
No, you can go play. I'll stay here.
A little bit short here with the guideline.
You wanna go play with
Let's
me?
check the +3 yard mark.
Well, this one's
Go with that.
so,
And then 10%, 7.5,
she-
somewhere there.
This one's 6, so she can't go out. But you can go out with the baby.
I think this is the one Ingrid. I think it was Ingrid. It may have been Ingrid. Okay. Stop. Oh, mother. What is going? What is with me? What is with me on T10 today?
See you later.
You got that roll that rolls through. I should have just put the. I should have put the QB10 on. Stop it. He's going to get a nice wind. He's going to get a left to right wind. I almost guarantee he's going to get a left to right wind on the second shot for his eagle if he stays in bounds. In bounds, not in the rough, I mean. Yeah, and he's perfect, you see. So this is gonna be a left to right wind. Oh no, it's still interesting. They normally switch it up.
Okay, go baby. Now let's go get you into the.
I want to be close to the right side here if you ever mess up. Because it's a better angle into the pin. You get more green to work with. The closer.
And then you lay here. And then, Dylan, can you go get the chopstick?
Oh, big old bounce.
Can you go get that?
It is what it is. Right, so let's see how he plays this. He wants 4 top spin, 4.5 in this wind. And Max. Oh, you see, if he makes it over without clipping the rough, which actually he's probably not going to be able to do in this wind, but you don't want more than 4.5 top spin, because if he doesn't hit the rough here and gets over, he's probably going to go over into the bunker with full top.
We can cheer.
Great left is gonna help him. Oh, it didn't help him. What is the wind's brutal? Not brutal, but brutal for 10. So my max is there. They.
Puppy mama.
So I'm gonna go at 11.1, which is 5.6, 5.9 rings. Should have offset it. No, put it back. But I've already got it in my hand. See it.
And give Dylan one.
I understand what you mean, Drew. I have 5 accounts I play. Oh, sand lizard. What you need to do, Drew, stick them in different clans. So you have one clans that you have them that push at different times. That way, if you're pushing, you don't have to push different ones. Of course, he hits perfect. Beautiful shot. So no one ever misses from the bunker in T10. Ever. It's the only tour that people consistently hit until you get to, of course, players like Pete and Caddy and Tommy and all those guys, Damien and the Bad Beat Rob and all those guys that, you know. Yeah, it's not, but I like it. I mean, if I'm in a C100 clan, I moved out because it's just so much all the time, and it just it's not worth. The Centurions are really not worth it, quite frankly. That's what I do. I just play different ones every now and again. What we got left? What are we saying? 14. Maybe get 2 more games in.
Okay, now it's time to throw it away.
Let's try and not make 2 more mistakes. If we can go mistake-free in these last 2 games, then it's been a fabulous stream anyway. I've really enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful. I hope.
So we each get one. So Daddy gets one.
I hope my explanations have made sense. I hope it cleared some stuff up. Sometimes the explanation and the execution gets don't match.
And then you can just play the babysitter.
This one's a horrible shot. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Yeah, I mean the addition of the bags is a great.
What, Daddy? This is not my plan. This was the one plan.
That's actually no. I didn't play that well. 12.1. All right, so Max is here. So essentially, you're coming back a little bit. So it's a 1 to. Look, see, I mean, you just. I'm going to offset this like 3 squares for the bounce and play it 1 to 1. Oh, dude, thanks for that. Son just jumped into me.
Okay, so now we're going to the relax center.
Go put it in the trash. Don't put it into my hand.
Relax center.
Can you pick up the... Look, guys. It's a wholesome stream for the main. And we get the kid-friendly stream here, typically.
Where Emily?
I don't know where did Emily go. Booger boy. You gonna watch Ryan? See, we got like, what's the trophy count difference here is like 900. Right, let's see if we can't do something better here. Oh, what a brute of a headwind, of a tailwind. Right, I'm still gonna go for the sand bump though. Let's go for sand bump. It's fun. 2 left, 4.5 top. Guideline. You want the guideline there. And I'm going to go 15 rings. Nice. I'll take it. Tiny little bit further back than what I was aiming, but that last little pull I think was like a 0.1 or 0.2 too much. Thanks, guys. Hey, Kieran, that's a new name. Oh, he's adjusting at a weird angle here. I don't know. If he beats me with this, I'll be annoyed. He may well do. Oh, he is gonna. His is gonna come in perfectly. That's annoying. That's annoying because his adjustment wasn't right. What do you do? What do you do with that? He copied my shot, but his adjustment was his angle was way off. But it got him to a little spot that obviously was just that little bit closer. We're gonna win with that shot most of the time. Unless we're in one of those weeks where we just never win anything. And it's been this week. I streamed earlier in the week, I think, on these accounts, and it was just a nightmare. Right. Let's not make the same mistake. Let's go with this, and then we can do the full top. 3 right, 3 left. I like 3 left here, and I like the 1-to-1 plus 10%. Aye, man, my adjustments are getting glitchy as I Alright, it's a bit far back, but it's not too bad. I don't even know what that means, Ricardo. No, I always put 2 left on. What happened was I pulled too far. Okay, so what happened there, Ricardo, is I pulled 15.2 rings in the end. So I hit tiny bit further back, which meant it was a tiny bit too far left. So I didn't hit as high up in the bunk. I didn't hit the spot I wanted in the bunker. So when you bumped out and came rolling down, it was further. It was too close. It was too far forward. So it moved left quicker. If that makes sense. I'm going to 4 top. And I want that spot there. 1-to-1. Anything more than 4 top there, then you go off the back. See, he's put full top on. If he puts full top on, oh, and overpower. Oh, dude, if you need to clip the rough. More than that. He'll hold it out, so we'll go to another shootout. And then next game will be the last one. Hopefully my phone won't cut out in the meantime. And then I shall see you again, and it'll be tourney time, which I love. I mean, I love tournaments, I just do. Yeah, 400 games to get to T10 would be going some. I could do yeah, I mean, for a load of my other profile, the one I played, the Mr. Dinkles game, the profile. I should be able to sneak one more in, 8%. What do we think? Let's play one more. Last game. Would probably, if I took the 150 games out of this, hopefully we can see if we can't get another fill up my slots. I'll probably be about tour 9. I could be in tour 9 with that. I've also played a bunch of tour 7 games, primarily because I don't want to play tour 8 too much, because the Grunberg. What do we get? What win do we get? Oh. Going for it. Going for it. I love the Valkyrie ball. It's a beautiful ball. Plays great. That's going to help him. Oh, he's going to be in the water. Water it is. But what's going to happen now is I don't have the clubs for this, I don't think, unless I used... Alright. So, let's play another one, because that was quick. I didn't even have to take a shot. And we got the gold chest, so that's good. Valkyrie is one of my favorite balls in the game. Just for if I was playing it on a regular basis. I don't really want to get this account promoted, but it doesn't really matter because it's been inexpert anyway. Yeah, there's a load of good people in the 19th. All throughout the 19th. Alright, this bad boy is fun. So with this wind, we'll just keep this. I'm going to go min distance, but adjust it max numbers. And we want to be up there. I'm actually going to play this 1-to-1. Oh, fuck me. Stay out of the rough. Stay out of the rough. Alright. Good. Bushwhackers is also... Yeah. Bushwhackers is awesome. As a lazy boy bushwhacker. One of my favourite balls in the game is a pine cone. Love it. I love a pine cone. When Tommy's T-Rocks account got relegated, he was in my expert bracket for a tourney. His master one? Really? Oh, that would be... I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Alright, we're going to get a push. It's uphill, but we're going to get a push. So I'm going to put this about there. 3 squares, almost 4 squares left. And adjust it 1-to-1. Because we're going to be going into min, so it'd be min plus 10. Oh, my screen go dark. Means I have 5% left. And I can't see the screen because it's so dark. Alright. Perfect was in, as we can all agree. But I couldn't see the screen. Couldn't see the screen properly because I had that 5% battery warning. Yeah, Pinecone Needle is good. The Valkyrie was just soft and smooth like silk. The Aurora Ball has great stats and is good. It's just an awesome ball. I never got the Kingmaker at the KMX. Because that was just came out when I was just starting to play the game, and I didn't know about. No, Perfect was in, Caddy. Perfect was in the hole. That is what we can agree on. You still here lurking away, Mr. Caddy? You coming on today at all? I kept asking you in the other stream, and I think I heard you read back the question, but you never gave me an answer, and I think there's a reason behind that, but I'm still trying to get you on my stream. Right, see if we can't play this one right. And you're going first, so I'll let you do your thing first. Still going to play it the same way. Hopefully I can get a better shot for Tom. I might do, it's a lower wind, so I might do 5.5 back. Interesting spot, interesting adjustment. People just don't care about their adjustments, I think. They just like wing it and hope and end up nailing it. Like this guy. Just wing it and hope. Oh, okay, I figured, Caddy. Alright, so with their wing and a prayer method seeming to work, we need to get it inside 0.91. I'm going to stick it there. And then I want 7.6, so 8.3 is what I'm going to go. I'm going to pull out a little bit so I can do it in one pull. Oh, I got that stupid roll. God damn it. Alright, well I can't play anymore. I overpowered. That's what happened. I put a tiny bit of overpower, so I hit that downward slope, which is occasionally happens. But I had a lovely time with all of you guys. We don't want to end on a loss, but we have to end on a loss and I'm only one away from my pin chest, which I'll have to get later. But I would love to see you guys in and around the other streams, and I'm sure I will. Thank you for joining me. I'll be doing this kind of thing every other week and just playing some stuff and having some fun. I shall see you all for tourney time. It's going to be a low-stroke, high-scoring event, whichever way you want to look at it. And it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you guys in. You guys have a great evening, day, church, food, lots of fun, lots of Super Bowl. And I'll see you soon. All right. Love you all. Bye.